For experiment 1, you're going to identify a liquid and a solid unknown. You're going to use melting point, IR, and NMR spectroscopy. What you need to do first is note the color of your, so first you need to note the number of your unknown. Then please make sure if there's any color to your unknown that you put that down as well. Week 1, you can start with the solid unknown. Week 2, you can do the liquid unknown. So for the solid unknown, you're going to need to do a melting point. So you have your capillary and your melt temp. You're going to pack your capillary. You're going to put it in the slot here. Okay, and then here goes your thermometer. And then this is your viewing window. Right, please make sure your melt temps are set to 0 when you turn them on so that you don't have them on accidentally at 4 and melt a low melting sample instantaneously. What I would do is to start at a heating rate of between 2 and 3. And if you are not melting by 60 degrees, then you can turn it up to 4. But there are some low melting compounds. Here's the IR. It should be open for you when you come to class. Please do a background scan before starting. Every group should do a background scan. You're going to make sure that you have a clean crystal. And then as long as you have a clean crystal, then you're going to get to the solid cover. Okay. This is the solid cover, you can see. All right, so you have this trough that can help compress your sample. You're going to come over to the instrument and be careful not to scratch the crystal. You're going to gently tighten this, then you'll have a little resistance. You can see here, you can just do the background from here and it will scan the background. If you go to the computer screen, you can see what's called the force gauge. You want it to be green at all times. So I'm going to wait while the background scans. All right, so our background is scanning. All right, now the background is scanned. I have to put the phone down so that I can put a glove on. All right, in order to run your sample, you're going to unscrew the lever here and push it back. Lift up the trough. You're going to open up your solid. All right, you guys are going to use a spatula. I'm just going to tap a little bit on. You do not want to scratch the crystal. I'm going to place the trough on top. Again, move the lever back and carefully tighten until I get a little bit of resistance. Now I am going to hit scan. I'm going to do this right on the instrument. Okay. I'm going to have a screen here that's a preview screen. I'm going to tighten the force gauge, keeping in the green until I feel I have an acceptable spectrum. When I feel that the spectrum is acceptable and I see the peaks clearly, I'm going to go back to the instrument and hit scan. Okay, so now I have my spectrum. I'm going to put the phone down, take my glove off, and then label the peaks. Okay, so to label the peaks, you want to go, the absorptions I should say, you need to click cursor. Then you will drag the red line to the relevant absorptions and double click. Okay, and if you need to, you can drag so that you can see more clearly. Right. So I have a lot of absorptions here in this fingerprint region. I'm not going to worry about anything that's below 1400 wave numbers. All right, so I can read everything. I'm going to just move these around and just click and drag. Okay, so I've labeled my relevant absorptions. Let's just do one more here, even though it's weak. All right, so now I have my absorptions. I can print my spectrum. All right, please be sure to clean your sample when you're done. Come over to the instrument, unscrew the lever carefully, lift up the trough. Okay, what you can do is use a Kim wipe and wipe your solid into a weigh boat or another Kim wipe, and then carefully clean the plate with ethanol.